Today I am featuring one of our papers that is on sale right now. And I've got to get my mini catalog so I can show you. All right, it is the 'Tis the Season Designer Series paper. It comes in 6x6. The colors are black, basic black, cherry cobbler, garden green, real red, shaded spruce, and whisper white. Those are all found in these papers. And, you know, middle to end of October, we're going to be making a lot of Christmas things coming up, and into November, of course. November 1st starts my 12 Projects of Christmas videos on YouTube. So go ahead on to YouTube/Nutso, Nutso Stamper, and you'll be able to click subscribe there and get notified when I come out with those 12 Projects of Christmas videos and all my other project videos as well. But look at that. That's so pretty. So I have chosen just one, a little more of our subtle papers from that pack. And remember, this pack is 15% off right now. And we're going to start with a piece of garden green that is cut 5.5 by 8.5. And I've got my foam mat and just some grid paper so that I can go off the page and not get my foam mat all inky. And I'm going to use In the Pines. In the Pines is a stamp set that I fell in love with right away from the August to December mini catalog. And I blogged about it last night. So I'm going to post a link to that blog post. Stampin' Up! Has shared some samples that we can share with you. And I have those on my blog post from last night. If you haven't seen that yet, I'll link to it in another post this afternoon on Facebook. I'm Michelle. Good to see ya. Hope it's getting cooler there. Little update of snow at our place. It is not gone, but it has melted some. However, we're expecting more. So, I don't know. It's fine. Whatever comes, we'll be stamping. So it doesn't matter. We're going to start with garden green ink. And we're just going to make this a little bit of a background with one of the stamps in the stamp set. And I'm just going to go about halfway and just create a tone on tone, just really super simple. We're going to cover a lot of that up, but I wanted a little bit of a background there. And then we're going to take our DSP and adhere that up here in the corner. I have a little notch out of my paper there. I don't know how that happened. So we're going to just put that up in the corner. We're going to overlap some of those trees, and that's fine. That's fine. A-okay. Now we're going to take some of our ribbon. Now this shaded spruce ribbon is found in the August to December mini catalog as well. And so you don't have to watch me flip through. I'll find it before I share it with you. Okay. It's on the same page as the 'Tis the Season paper I showed you. It's the Wonder of the Season ribbon combo pack. It's got this ribbon, which would be great for gifts, by the way. And then some gold cord in that pack too. So let's come together. And I'm going to take that ribbon, and you can see it's got two sides to it. One is kind of a shiny, silky side, and the other side to me looks a little bit more masculine. I don't know. Maybe I'm dreaming that up. But I'm going to put adhesive kind of across the middle of my card. And I'm going to start at the end of or close to the end of my DSP. And I'm going to leave, about a 1/4 inch, 1/8 of an inch down there at the bottom so that I still see that DSP. And I'm using shaded spruce and garden green together because that's what happens on the paper. So I'm I'm just taking the paper's lead and wrapping it around my card. I want to make sure it's semi-straight on the back. All right. So you see I'm leaving a little open. That's because I'm going to cover it. So it's okay. It's okay. And then while I'm here, I'm going to take my piece of 4 by 5 1/4 Whisper White. And I'm going to attach that into the center of my card. Set that aside. Now we're going to go to a piece of 2.5 by 3.5 Whisper White cardstock. And what I did in advance was I used this die from the dies. You can see, oh, this way. Looks like, where did I get that from? Oh, there. No? I don't know. Oh, I got it from this side, I bet. I cut this from that die. And here's a look at the other dies. Some of them are meant to cut out images from the stamp set, and others are meant to kind of be used as layering or used alone. And then this one I really like. We're using that in Something Out of the Ordinary class tomorrow night. It's just a pretty peek through tree. So, all right, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to layer that, and I'm going to line them up. Okay, so that's where this will go when my card is done. But now I'm just going to shift it down just a little bit. And then I'm going to take my pencil and just draw those hills on there. And the reason I moved it down is so that when I attach that back onto there, that pencil mark will be covered. So I just shifted it down a little bit so that I could come back and cover it. All right, so then we're going to do some stamping. Let's grab that stamp I just had. And I'm going to grab my Shaded Spruce this time. So I've got a little bit darker ink. And then I'm going to make sure that these trees are sitting up on that hill. So I wanted to make sure that the trunks of those trees went down below the hill just a teeny bit, so that those trees would be hidden behind the hill and not up in the air, if that makes sense. And then I'm going to take another stamp from in the pine stamp set, and I'm going to add a couple more pine trees on my landscape. And then we're going to go back to Garden Green ink, and I'm going to first of all stamp off and then fill in these trees. So it's Garden Green, which is a little lighter than Shaded Spruce anyway, but then I'm going to stamp it off so that I can get that little lighter image even. And we're going to go back to these trees, and we're going to stamp off and then stamp those. So we've got our nice little landscape there. Now remember, we're doing techniques for our Wednesday What's Up Stampers. So we're going to do a technique today. So the technique that we're going to do is called Faux Snow. I believe it's called Faux Snow. So what we're going to do is take our fine tip glue pen and get the lid off of there. And then we're going to put glue on these trees. I need to make sure it's coming out. It's hard to see. Okay. All right. So we're going to put glue on these trees where we think there would be snow. So I'm just going to use that fine tip glue. I don't want to squeeze too hard. And we're going to put glue just like it would be snow on the trees. It's a really snowy scene. And how appropriate when you look outside here in Minnesota. It is still white outside. What's nice is that all of the roads And places you really, really don't want snow, the sidewalks, that's all melted. But it is still in the grass. And we're supposed to get a little bit more, it sounds like. We'll deal. It's okay. It's okay. I live here as a choice, right? Okay, so, oh, my eye's twitching really bad right now. Woo. All right, then we're going to just get that cap put on right away because you don't want that to dry or it gets clogged and you can't use it anymore. All right, so then we're going to take white embossing powder and we're going to put that over the glue. Oh man, you're going to love it. You are going to love this. All right, so I'm going to remove this very carefully and put it where I won't spill it. All right, then the magic is going to happen when we use our heat tool to emboss this. So the glue now, when the glue heats up, you're going to see some cool bubbling action. And I like to hold my heat gun in one place, maybe just in a little circular motion. And hopefully you can see that on camera. It is starting to bubble. Oh, it's so fun. Another thing you could do if you wanted that to sparkle a little bit is you could add some fine glitter. Clear. We have had dazzling diamonds glitter. Maybe you have some of that in your stash. You could add glitter to it. A lot of times, I shouldn't say a lot of times, but I have done it where I will mix white embossing powder with like a glitter while it's dry, you know, while it's still a powder, and then use it like this. So here we've got our faux snow, just using fine tip glue pen, and it's bubbly. So it's kind of like puff paint. That's pretty cool. So that's our technique today. Now let's get the rest of this card put together. Let's go back to our hill. Remember, we're going to attach our hill here, and we're going to do that with dimensionals. And you saw those dimensionals sitting right here. I know you did. They are gone. I don't know what I do. I don't know what I do. Seriously, they're there and they're gone. Just like that. So I'll just use some edges here. Oh, it's so me. It's ridiculous. Oh, before we do that, hey, and look, I can peel this off without ruining anything. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I thought of it. We're going to flip that back to the right side up, and we're going to take our Season's Greetings stamp. I'm glad I thought of that. And excuse the top of my head for just a second. Or the back of my head, I guess. So we're going to add the Season's Greetings down there. Oh, I found them. I must have just had them under that foam mat. All right, so then we're going to adhere this again with plenty of dimensionals. I hate it when my dimensionless areas sink. Oh, that drives me crazy. So I like to put plenty on. They're cheap enough to replace. And then we're going to stick that over our trees. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I love it. And then we'll adhere that to a piece of shaded spruce. And I don't want to squish my snow that I just put on there, my faux snow. So I'll adhere that onto shaded spruce. And then we're going to pop that up. And again, I'm going to use 5. I'm going to be generous. And I'm going to show you the technique card we did with our class. And I can't remember if it was last last year. I feel like it was last year about this time. So here we go. We've got our beautiful card. We've got some of our trees in the background. We've got our DSP. We've got our ribbon. So a lot of little elements on our card.